DigitalLifestyle.com with the Digital Lifestyle.
Welcome to another DigitalLifestyle.com video show, and today I'm going to be looking at 10foot Media's Windows Media Center PC that they sent over for review. And 10foot Media have been on the Media Center show recently, talking about their products and how they're fitting Media Center PCs into commercial applications like dentists and doctors' waiting rooms. So they sent over one of their machines for me to look at, and you may actually recognise the case. This is the unit they've sent over for review. I'll go through some specs in a moment, but you may have actually recognised this design. It's the Omura case that I reviewed on the show a few weeks back. So it's nice to actually see this case with some guts inside it, with Media Center PC. So what we're going to do, we're going to look inside it, go through some of the specs, then I'm going to connect it up to my TV, and we'll take a look at some of the performance on Vista and on Media Center. So let me just zoom the camera in and we'll take a look at the specs. Okay, so here's the PC without the lid on. If you remember the video review I did a few weeks ago of the case, just remember it's got a fold down flap here with USB ports, Firewire, audio and card readers. I'll go through the exact spec later. Got the power switch, DVD drive or optical drive, which is behind a flap, which comes down with the operated by the spring loaded by the disk drive. So it keeps it nice and flat and smooth, and so you still don't get to see the front of the DVD player. They did also mention to me at 10foot Media they were going to be fitting, you had the option of fitting HD DVD or Blu-ray, and the HD DVD was a lower cost option, and so hopefully we'll get one of those to try on the show in the future. In terms of what's inside the machine, plenty of room for expansion. That's one thing I do like on this. It's a nice and neat case, but there's plenty of room in it. We've got the hard disk bays here, two of them. You can fit 4 3.5-inch drives in there, so plenty of room for space. We've got an optical drive there. Like I said, this is a DVD drive, but you can fit in a HD DVD or Blu-ray. This is using the Intel Core 2 Duo processor with the Intel cooling on it. You notice there's fans here. I don't know if you can see those through the camera. Perhaps if I turn it around you might be able to. We've got two fans here, and there's 2 fans here as well. And when talking to 10foot Media, they only run with the 2 sets of fans. You don't need all the fans on there. It's nice and, with the core chip, it's nice and cool anyway. Fitted in this review model is a Videomate E700 DVB-T PCI card. The reason why they picked this card is because of the low profile, and it's a very neat card. Some of the other cards come up quite tall, and with this being a slim case it wouldn't fit in. One interesting thing with this is that the power switch on the front panel here actually connects directly onto the TV card, then that goes back to the motherboard. So I think it's perhaps to stop spikes or something like that. Why the TV card needs to know the power's going off, I'm not quite sure. Certainly I didn't do it on my TV cards, but this model needs that anyway. And we've got the power supply here, so plenty of room for expansion. Okay, not as much as a desktop PC, but you can see there we've got PCI and PCI Express, and if we can see the RAM in here, let's turn that around this way. This machine has got, looks like 4 gig of RAM in there. Looking at the back of the unit, you can see here we've got VGA and a DVI output, and in the box was a cable to HDMI from DVI. We've got 6 more USB ports, Firewire, network, audio, the usual mixture of audio cables, optical, which is important if you connect it up to your receiver, your AV receiver, and there's the TV card and the power supply. So I quite like the case design on these. I'm going to fit the lid back on it now. So it just slides in there. Okay, little catch down. Nice. Quite like the case design on these. It just slides in. Flick that up, and that's it, locked down then. Nice and simple, no screws or anything else. So let's look at the outside and the inside. I'm going to now connect the machine up and we'll see what its performance is like. Just while I'm connecting this up, I just wanted to show one little issue I've had up to now, and I'm sure it could be fixed, but this is the DVI cable that goes in there, and well, you can see this on the video, but the cable's just a little bit too thick to fit in this gap here. Now, so I'm going to try and get that in now. There you go, it's in, but there's probably a little bit pressure on the case on that, so perhaps the board needs slightly moving up a bit, but it's only a minor thing, but it's worth considering. Okay, here I've got the unit connected up. It's connected up via HDMI up to my Sony TV. I've just literally powered this on. You can see that the screen resolution needs setting up, so I'm going to set that up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got Media Center up on here, and I'm just going to show you what I'm using to control this. First, I'm using my VideoBox keyboard with the wireless USB adapter that's plugged into the back. I reviewed this on a few video shows back, and I really like this. It's a great wireless keyboard, and it's great. You can just plug the USB adapter in and get working. So you haven't got keyboards it's fast about plugging keyboards in, just plug the USB in. And also the remote that comes with the unit is this one here, the Media Center remote, and a close look on that. A bit red, I think it's all the colours in the room, and the blue behind me, but it's not. It's white and with a nice Media Center UI green button on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got some HD content on the way down, just downloading that, and I'm going to play some recorded TV and just have a nose around Media Center and Windows. So let me just take a seat and I shall take a look at that. So here we've got some Media Center content that's going through from my Media Center PC at the side of the room. I'm connected this up on the network, and the audio is going through my AV receiver, which I've kept turned down a bit, but actually I can get some great sound out of that because I'm going optical here. So, of course everybody's seen Media Center, but you know, do everything that you normally do on Media Center. I do like this new remote actually, it's quite nice. Enjoy a bit of Dave Gilmour there. So, nice picture anyway, but I'm going to pause that, and I'm actually going to minimise Media Center for a moment. Now, one thing you'll notice on here is that I've got an overscan problem. This is in 1280 by 720. My monitor, my TV is slightly out of that, so I really need to set it, I think, in 768. This is a similar problem I had with the Sony when I set that up last time, but I might get around that. But I just kind of ran out of time doing this.